at about 9:17 this evening, the Nash City Fire Department dispatch received information of an individual that fell into a hole directly below us. The hole is about 6 to 10 feet deep, and evidently when we got here, Nash City arrived, there were workers in the hole attempting to dig an individual out. That individual was buried to about center line or abdomen, and they were able to remove some of the dirt. Currently, right now, the fire department from National City went and evaluated that individual. He doesn't currently have any type of injury that we're aware of, so that's a good thing, but he's stuck, and so that's the best way to put it. He's stuck from about the knees down. So currently what we have now is we have National City, San Diego, and Chula Vista here. We have urban search and rescue from San Diego and Chula Vista to attempt in what we would call a confined space / trench rescue. And so the objective is we don't want the walls to converge down on them, right? So everything has to be done very methodically, and there's a step-by-step process. So what we've done at this point is we have wood, that's plywood, that's laying surrounding him to prevent dirt from further kind of caving in on him as well. Secondly, you notice there's a corrugated hose that's being introduced into the hole. They're going to attempt to try to remove some of the dirt using a vacuum process. Secondly, I've also requested assistance from our Public Works Department here in National City. They're going to be sending out a more powerful vacuum truck, and the objective would be to vacuum that dirt from around his legs, and then have a firefighter down below, and simply potentially even just having him come up the ladder. So currently right now it's a step-by-step slow process with a lot of fairly capable firefighters, as well as our urban search and rescue. I think we call them USAR, that you might be familiar with, and it will continue to move in a methodic process. Now, I think some of the questions that we may have in regards to the construction company. The construction company that we have before us is working and has a contract with the City of National City. They are working on a sewer system within the hole. So this is a planned process. They have worked and have done pre-construction meetings with the city engineering department to safely do this. So where we're going to go from here is once we safely extricate the individual, he'll be evaluated for any type of emergencies, and I've requested that the site be safed off, make sure that the hole is completely safe, that we put a 24-hour watch on this, and all construction will stop so that the city and the construction company have an opportunity to discuss with one another what might have gone wrong.
So we don't know what caused the hole when this got fallen. And obviously I know there was obviously construction, but was it like water saturation and then the ground collapsed?
I think to answer your question about water saturation, it doesn't appear that the hole's wet. I've had an opportunity to migrate in and around that. It doesn't appear that that is potentially the issue. But once again, that's where we're going to safe everything off. We're going to stop everything. We're going to put somebody on this as a security guard, and then this will be evaluated before anyone will be allowed to be reintroduced to the site, so that we got an opportunity to evaluate what might have happened to prevent it from happening again.
Okay, so right now, we're seeing this ladder behind us with this cabling system. What's happening right now?
Yeah, so the ladder is hopefully, and I'm very optimistic, I'm hoping that if once we remove the dirt from around his knees, that he simply can just navigate up the ladder. The cabling system that you see is an array of ropes and pulleys, so that if we have to introduce a harness to him, either around his waist or a full point harness around his arms and belly, that we can lift him out if need be. Because if you notice, there's a tractor right behind us with the array of roping attached to that. So we could potentially open that up. Yeah?
Sorry, I got here late.
No worries.
The tractor, I see the tractor was nearby.
Correct.
Was that a big factor? Because sometimes, like, construction workers could say, like, this tractor's going to make sure you sudden moves die.
That's a great question that I can't answer. And I think that's the objective of once we get him out, we safe it off to make sure that it's safe. We put somebody on it to secure the site, and then there's an evaluation as to what might have caused that. Because, of course, don't want that happening here or elsewhere.
Oh, it's just going to come for all that stuff, right?
That's normally a request. That is correct.
How unique is this type of rescue? Guy falls in the hole, How difficult is it to pull something like this off?
Well, I think I'm going to use your word unique, right? What's interesting about the city of National City and just the county of San Diego, we have a mutual aid agreement, which means that if we need help, we're going to get it. If we need to go into San Diego, we're going to help them. So we have this fantastic array of departments that are working together, that are experts in the field, not only in the field within San Diego County, but these urban search and rescue guys have gone to 9/11, right? And some of these really huge events outside of the United States. So we have experts here to support the departments, and we do that with one another. So it's not unusual to pull in these resources. When we pull them in, it's better to have them here and not need them and release them as needed. And that's what the battalion chief tends to do. As we see that things start to migrate, go in a more positive evolution, we start to release those crews to go back into their cities. Nothing at this point. If anything comes up,
Jorge, ¿cuántos años tienes? 37. ¿Cuántas medicinas? Sí, hermano. ¿Alergias a medicación? No.
No, nomás le dio el teléfono, güey.